In this video, I'm going to go through 4 simple and stupidly easy ways to generate high quality leads for your online business. And I say this as someone who has helped a bunch of business owners not just grow their personal brand, but generate high quality leads and therefore generate more sales for their business. With that being said, let's just go straight into the video. The first one is starting off strong with YouTube. Now, this is without a doubt, YouTube as a platform is the best way to generate high quality leads, but it's also what you do inside of YouTube. I'm just going to tell you exactly what I do and what I make sure my clients do. So first things first, you should all know that there's a YouTube description. That's when you post a video, beneath the video, there's a YouTube description. What most people do, they tend to fill like the first few lines with what their video is about and, trying to optimize for SEO. And quite frankly, like SEO isn't a massive thing on YouTube anymore. So you don't actually need to do that. What you should be doing is putting the first 2 lines as the first line, either the link to your core offer. That could be, I don't know, your one-to-one program or your group program, whatever it may be. All you have to do is put work with me one-to-one or work with me semicolon, then put the link. Then the second link should be a lead magnet or a way for them to join your email list, because not everyone is going to be ready straight away. And that's something that we always seem to like never realize. We always think, okay, cool, I posted this sick piece of content. Yeah, that's going to shift their beliefs. It's going to educate them. It's going to make them understand why they should work with me. But yeah, you're like, why didn't no one fucking book a call? Maybe because they're not ready yet. Maybe they haven't consumed you enough. Maybe they want to see 2 more pieces of content before they join, but they may be willing to give you their email so they can get a free resource, or give you their email so they can receive daily gems from you. And then some point during the cycle, they'll be like, hey, I actually do want to work with you. And I feel like a lot of people miss this step out. They just put the link to work with them, that's it, or the link to work with them and a bunch of sentences and gibberish, or a link to work with them and then just a bunch of other offers that they got. Like some people got like 4 or 5 different offers, like all paid. Hey, that might be you, but it's not necessary. So essentially, YouTube description, make it super lean, make it simple, 2 links max. It should be your core offer and then something free so you can get them on you can get them on your email list so you can send them more stuff. Now, a way that I don't see anyone talk about is using your YouTube post section. Now, granted, I don't actually use it as much as I should do, but I know Nero uses it a lot. And really and truly, what you should be doing, you should be treating the post section almost like Instagram stories, where you're posting free value, gems, belief shifting, educational posts, where you basically just write a simple post, or you can tell stories, or just visit memories, or just announce things. But then at least one time during the week, you should have a direct call to action. You should have a direct post telling people about your offer, how they can join, how they can find out more, etc. And that's just, again, letting people know that you actually are selling something that's valuable and that you believe in it. Because if you didn't believe in it, you wouldn't promote it. By the way, putting the links in the description isn't always just enough. You actually need to direct people to the link in the description. And one mistake I see people do is they wait until the end of the video to kind of direct people to the description. You might as well not direct people to the description at all if you're going to leave it to the end. I would say do it 30 to 70% of the way into the video. Leave your call to action at the end to push them to another one of your YouTube videos. Because if they haven't checked the description before the end of the video, that means they're just simply not ready, which means they probably should watch more of your content. So if you direct them to click the link on the screen or click the video on the screen, because that's going to help them do X, Y, Z, and they click it, they're consuming more of you. And if you follow the 7-11 rule by, I don't even know who made that up. I just heard Daniel Priestley speak about it, but it's 7 hours of content, 11 touch points. You're getting them to consume more hours of your content, which means they're going to be more likely to want to buy from you and trust you. Now, number 2 is actually utilizing short form platforms, mainly Instagram, because, there's ManyChat and stuff like that. Utilizing short form platforms to push people onto your long form videos. Now, again, we're going to start with Instagram because they have ManyChat. I'm not sure. I've seen ManyChat go onto TikTok, but in some countries. But anyway, it's not in mine, so I'm not going to cover that. Instagram to YouTube. And it's simple. You've got Instagram stories where you post a YouTube video. You can link your YouTube video in your Instagram stories. By the way, pro tip, to make someone like directly open the YouTube app from one of those links that you put in your Instagram stories, if you type in like link twin on Google, and create an account, etc., and paste your YouTube video link in there, it will give you a shortened version, but also one that will open the link to like directly into the YouTube app, so that way they can like the video, subscribe, and actually comment without, having to do extra steps essentially. So if you do that for your Instagram stories, that's just going to help you convert more people to your YouTube channel. Plus, again, I said YouTube is the best way to actually nurture your audience to get them to be a high quality lead that actually wants to work with you, that comes to you already pre-sold in a sense. Maybe they just have a few questions. Then you have Instagram Reels. Now, Instagram Reels, you could put a clip of the YouTube video and then tell people to comment a certain keyword to get the link to this full video. Or you can make it seem like a training video, which I've seen a few people do. They make it seem like their YouTube video is like this secret training video, but then once you get there, it's actually just a YouTube video. Now, depending on how you do this will depends on how effective it is. I personally don't like it because it's just like, I just felt like I was being scammed. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this sick training video, and it took me to YouTube, and the video is public. I was just like, I don't know. Now, my favorite way, I've discovered this recently, is when you create a video, a YouTube video, you can take screen grabs or screenshots from the video and turn it into a carousel. So you have a split screen where you have different screenshots from the video, top and bottom, and then you have text under each screenshot, which basically is summarizing or hyping up what the video is going to entail or what they're going to get inside of the video. And then you just make them comment under the carousel to send them the link. I did this for my free YouTube course. I never really post carousels ever. I'm more of a video person, so it's just pure reels. But this carousel works really well. I think organically it's sitting on 400, 500 likes and literally the same amount of comments. Now, granted, ManyChat replies to that, so technically half of those comments, so probably like 200 to 250, something like that. But still, that's very good to get people from Instagram to YouTube. So I'm most likely going to be doing that moving forward. And again, if they're on your YouTube and you're making your YouTube videos correctly, then you should be good. By the way, if you want more help with growing your online business using YouTube, like I've done for Nero Knowledge, Gavin Speaks, and also I'm helping Mahiz. We've only been working together for like a week or two, and he's saying qualified calls are coming through his YouTube already. So if you want to work with me one-to-one, there's going to be a link in the description that explains way more details on how it works, how you can apply, etc. Now, number 3 is actually kind of new to me, but it has been working and I've started conversations from it. And it's a sneaky way of doing it. I haven't set up ManyChat for this because I don't see a lot of people DMing me. Plus, I just want to have the natural interaction to make them think, oh, right, he's actually talking to me one-on-one. By all means, if you want to add ManyChat to this operation, you can. The third one is sending people from your YouTube videos to your Instagram DMs, but doing it inside of the video, nowhere else. It's almost like secret communication, essentially. It's like you do a normal YouTube video, then halfway through you would have your call to action. I could be like, if you want to know what it looks like to work with me, just head over to my Instagram and DM me the word lens. And then I'll get back to you about what it looks like to work with me one-to-one, etc. Now, people that are interested will go to my Instagram, will DM me lens, and then we'll have like contact, we'll talk. We'll see what questions they have, we'll see if I can actually help them, if they're the right fit, etc. And it's just a nice way to do it. It's very personalized compared to, hey, check the link in the description. Then you have a video, you have your VSL that explains everything, etc. And then they just have to book a call. Whereas this way seems more personal. Plus, I know when you start conversations, that's how you get to know your customer more, or your ideal customer more, what questions they have that can turn into content, what they're struggling with, what they want, maybe what your program's missing, etc. Now, depending on what stage you're at, this will be super useful for you and may not be super useful for you. But stick around for the last one, because the last one, without a doubt, is definitely the best. Now, number 4, I wasn't really keen on email marketing, but I have to say, this is goated. If you want to grow your email list and nurture people, short form to emails via lead magnet. Now, this could be carousels, this could be reels, this could be stories. Have a lead magnet and promote that at least 2-3 times a week, whether that's in your stories, in your carousels, or your posts, or in your reels. And then you're going to build up an email list. Now, what you can do with the email list is obviously put them into an email sequence, or you can, every time you post, send an email out saying that you've got a new YouTube video out. So that's more people and more eyeballs going to your YouTube video and therefore getting nurtured. And you know, it's your email list. You can just fucking sell to them whenever you want. Like that, like that's the whole point essentially. But I wish I took this more seriously. I didn't take email marketing as seriously as I should have. And it's just a nice way to sell without making your socials look like you're begging for money all the time. Like, there's nothing worse than like every 3 days you're on your Instagram stories talking about, I'm looking for 3 people to join my program, or I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Now, doing it once a week, that's cool. Twice a week, pushing it. 3 times a week, you're killing me. You might as well post a lead magnet, get people on your email list, send them a few emails, nurture them, give them value, etc. Tell them your story, put them to your YouTube videos, and then sell to them. They're going to be more likely to do it. Or put them into a live webinar or a paid workshop and then upsell them from there. But it all starts with an email. And yeah, email marketing is ridiculous. I realized this when I was literally, you know how Gmail has, you've got inbox and you've got promotions. I check my promotions tab all the time. And I'm just being sold to in my promotion tabs by different brands. Like, it could be web photo video, Wex photo video, like a camera place. It literally could be anything. I'm trying to think. If I go on here now, wait, what's this? Instagram, just just some Instagram automations. But if I go in here now and go into my promotions, I'll see loads of promotions. Obviously, I'll see a few emails that I've signed up for from like Mark Tilbury, Jazz Rose, Frederick. But then also I'll be sold by like actual businesses like Camera World, Nike, the Couture Club, Nanoleaf. Like, all these big brands and businesses are using email to market to people. And I've noticed it works really well because I bought my girl, like, what's the brand called? Honor Active. And because I put my email in and stuff like that, I get emails from them. And they'll email like, hey, we got this exclusive launch. You're a gold member. We've got this exclusive launch. Check this out. If you spend this much, you get this. Check it out now. And there's like 4 different call to actions. I don't get that every single day. Probably like, hey, 1 to 2 times a month. But still, that puts me at the top. Like, that puts Honor Active at the top of my mind. Like, oh shit, should I get a gift for my girl? Does she want this? Does she know about this? And if you can do that with your personal brand and business, you're onto a winner. With all of that being said, if you found this video useful, you're definitely going to find the next one useful. So I would personally go check that one out.